Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll be preparing this simple fabric pouch. We'll also be preparing a paper pattern, then we'll get on to the materials required. So let's start with the paper pattern. We'll take a paper measuring 15 inches by 16.5 inches and we'll be folding it this way to get this size. So we have folded it like this, and this is how we will be getting this size. So we'll be having two folds, that is one fold and two fold. So on folding twice we'll be getting it like this. This is one fold and this is the other fold. So this is how we'll be folding the paper. Now on this we'll make the pattern. Now on the folded side, from the folded side, we'll be making a 4 1/4 inch mark. The same mark we'll be doing down from the folded side itself, 4 1/4 inch. We'll be joining these two points, and from above we'll make a mark of 1 1/2 inch. Now on the open side top part, it will be a 3/4 inch mark, and below that we'll again make a 3/4 inch mark, and we'll join these two marks, and we'll be keeping a length of 2.5 inches on this. So these are the two 3/4 inch marks that we have done. We'll be making a line of 2.5 inch. Now from the open corner we'll again take a mark of 1 3/4 inch. So these are all the markings. Now we're just going to join this 1 1/2 and 2 1/2. We are going to join it straight. This 2 1/2 and the 1 3/4 will be making a curve. So this is the curve that we will do and join. So this is the quarter part of our paper pattern. Now we'll be cutting this. So this is the entire pattern on the paper. This is how it is. Double fold. We have opened it. So this will be the complete pattern. This is how it will be, and this is the quarter pattern. So we fold it once and we fold it twice. This is our pattern. So our pattern is ready. Let's check out the materials required to make this pouch. So here I have taken a main fabric, double side fusing interfacing. This is double sided, and the foam sheet which we will be quilting. So these two measure 15 inches by 16.5 and the foam measures 16 inches by 17.5. We require a lining fabric measuring 15 inches by 16.5 inches. Main fabric 2 pieces, 1 1/2 by 2 inch. Lining fabric 2 pieces, 1 1/2 by 2 inch. Main fabric 1 piece, 4 inch by 2 inch. 2 pieces of binding strip, 14 inch by 1 1/2 inch, and 2 pieces of cord. These are 13 inches long. This is for the cord piping. 1 piece of bias binding strip, 1 1/2 inch by 23 inches. 1 piece of webbing strap, 7 inch long, and 13 inch long zip. So these are all the materials required. So first we'll do our quilting. For that we'll have taken the main fabric. We'll just place it right side facing down. So we are having the wrong side on top. On this we'll be placing the double-sided fusing. Now this is both sides, it is having adhesive. So once we iron it, it will stick on both the sides. So we are keeping this on the center, that is on our main fabric wrong side. And on this we will be placing our quilting material, that is the foam that we are using. So we will be placing it like this, and we'll be ironing this. Since both sides it's got adhesive, it's going to stick together. So main fabric, fusible interfacing and our foam. So this is in the center and we are going to iron this. Our main fabric is ready. They are stuck together. Now we'll cut this according to our pattern that we just did. So we have cut the main fabric. Now we are also going to cut the lining fabric. So for that we'll place the main fabric right side facing down, that is on the lining fabric, and we'll cut it exactly like this. Only the curved part we'll be doing it straight. So the curved part, all four, we are just going to make it straight. We are not going to curve it. So here the entire thing will be same. Here we are going to make it straight. All four sides we are not going to curve it. We are going to make it absolutely straight and cut it. So the lining fabric also will be doing according to this. We have just drawn the pattern. We are going to cut accordingly. Now we prepare the tab. So first we are just going to fold it in half and get the raw edges to the center, and we are going to make another fold. We are going to clip this together. We need to make a stitch on this. Once we clip it, we are going to make a stitch on this both sides. This is for both sides of the pull tab, so we are going to cut it in half. Now once this is done, we are just going to fold it and cut it in half. So this is for both the sides. After having cut it, we are going to again fold it and clip them together and just keep them. We need to put this on our zip. So just going to fold it, clip it and keep it. Our pull tabs are ready. Now we'll move on to preparing the zip. So we've taken the zip, right side is facing up. Right on the edge, we are going to place the pull tabs. The raw edge will be outside, the loop is inside, and we are going to clip this. On the slider side, we are going to be clipping the pull tabs. So the loop side will be inside and the raw edge will be facing out. Once we finish attaching the pull tabs, we are going to place the tab fabric right side facing down like this, and again clip them together. Flip them over. On the other side, we'll place the lining fabric right side facing down. We need to make a stitch over here. Same thing we'll do on the other side also. So here we're going to make a stitch. We have done this stitch. Now to complete this, we are going to open it. Both the fabrics, we are going to place them, wrong sides will be together, and we are going to make a top stitch over here as well as the side. This is done. Both sides also we have done. We are just going to cut the extra fabric. Now the same thing we'll do on the other side also. Put them together, make a top stitch and side stitch. Now we are going to prepare the cord, piping cord. So for that we are just going to place the cord on the wrong side, right in the center, and we are going to put the fabrics together and clip them together. We need to make a stitch right next to the cord. Making a stitch over here exactly next to the cord. So right over here on the edge we are going to make a stitch, and we'll be doing the same thing for the other side also. Our cord is ready. We have cut the extra fabric. We have left around a little more than 1/4 inch. All around we have done the same thing for both. Now right on the edge we are going to place this. The cord will be facing inside. Now the top part around 1/2 inches we have not kept the cord, we have cut the cord off, it's only the fabric. Both sides around ½ inch there is only fabric, the cord is not there. That is the reason we have taken a cord which is 1 inch short. So we are going to place the cord starting right over here. So where the V is, there we will start placing the fabric from where the cord is. Beyond that, there will be no cord. So the cord will be facing inside. Now both sides have done that. Cord will be facing inside and the raw edge will be aligned with the raw edge. So here we need to make a stitch. The same thing we'll do on the other side also, that is this side. And the same thing we have done, we have left around ½ inch without cord on both the sides. So here we need to make a stitch on both the sides. Stitch is done. So this is how it will be. We have not stitched completely, only till here we have stitched, and we have done this on all 4 sides. Now we need a center marking on the zip, so we're just going to fold it like this, and we'll be making a small notch on both sides of the zipper tape. This will be the center marking. We'll do this on both sides of the zipper tape. We'll have to do that on our main fabric also. So first we'll do it on our zipper tape, and in the same way we'll be doing it on the main fabric also. So on our zipper tape it's done. Now for the main fabric also we'll be doing the same thing. That is, we are going to put them together, fold them like this and make a center notch. Once our center notch is done on the main fabric as well as zipper tape, we are going to place it. We are going to align the centers, slider side facing down. So slider will be facing down. First put the centers together and then align the entire edge neatly. We are going to make a stitch over here now. One side is done. Now for the lining, again we're going to do the same thing. We'll just fold it in half like this and make a center mark. We are not going to cut this, we are going to make a mark over here, and we'll be doing this on the other side also. So both sides will be making a center mark. We won't be cutting this, we'll just make a mark, and we'll do that for the other side also. The same way we'll be doing it. Now once our center mark is done on the lining fabric both sides, we are going to align the center and the zipper tape center, right side facing down. So we're going to align the centers together and clip them first, then we will align the entire edge. Here we have got the right sides of the fabrics together, and the zipper and center. In the center we are going to make a straight stitch over here. Once this is done, finger press the seam and put both the fabrics together on one side. We need to make a top stitch. Neatly align all the edges. Since it is quilted, we need to flatten it. We are going to pin the entire top part and we are going to neatly flatten the fabrics. Here we are going to make a top stitch. Once the top stitch is done, for the other side we will be doing exactly the same thing. We are going to put the center of the zip and the main fabric. Right side will be on the right side of the main fabric itself. Main fabric is pinned. Now we'll just flip it over and we'll be doing exactly the same thing for the lining fabric. The lining fabric will be placed right side facing right side. Align the center marks. First pin the center and then the entire edge. This is how it will be looking from the side. So we will be making a straight stitch over here. This is done. To make a top stitch, we will first have to open the zip completely. We are going to put both the fabrics together on one side. So first we will just open the zip completely, and from here we will turn the lining fabric also to the main fabric side. That is, both the fabrics will be together, and we will have to align the edges neatly. And we are going to flatten the stitch seam. Once they have come together like this. The part that we stitched now, that is this side we joined, we are going to flatten it, and again we are going to pin this. here we need to make a top stitch. So while making the top stitch, we will be starting from here and we will slowly push the fabric down. Both sides top stitches done. We are going to now, just to hold the fabrics together, we will be making a stitch right on the edge. So before that, we are going to pin the entire edge neatly and then make a stitch on the edge. So here we are going to make a stitch now completely. We have made a stitch right on the edge. We are just going to cut all the extra fabric on both the sides. Both sides we are going to cut the extra fabric now. Even here. One side is done, we'll do that on the other side also. Both sides we have cut the fabric and this is how it will be looking. Now we need to attach the strap. So for that we'll just take the webbing strap and we're going to place it straight even though the edge is slanted. Just 1 inch above the pull tab we are going to place it like this. Even though the edge is slanted, we are going to place it straight and we'll be stitching along the edge. So we'll be placing it absolutely straight and we'll be stitching along the edge. So this is how it will be, and we are stitching over here. We'll be stitching over here on the edge itself, both sides. We have attached the strap, the extra fabric we are going to cut it now. Now we need to attach the binding. For that we will place the binding on the edge. We leave around 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch above and clip it right on the edge like this. The curved part also we are just neatly going to align it and clip them, and we'll be doing this entirely, and we'll have to do this on the other side also. So this is how we will be aligning it on the curved part neatly. We have used a bias binding so it will stretch on the curved part. Again we leave around 1/2 to 3/4 inch, cut it and put the other side also. The same thing we'll be doing on the other side also. So here we're just going to cut this and attach this binding strip on the other side in the same way. fabric, cut it off. Now we'll make a stitch on both the edges. We have done this. Now for completing it, we have attached the cord piping over here. So this is the V part. We'll be getting the cord piping till here, and then we will be pushing it out. And this is where we will be aligning the edges. So here we have taken it till the corner, and then we are just going to push it out, and we are going to align both the side panel as well as the main body like this. We will be clipping this. We can also just see if it is okay, or else we can put it properly. So first we're just going to clip this, and we will check this before we start stitching. So we'll just turn it like this, and then we will see if it is okay. We will continue clipping, and then we can stitch. So this is okay. We will continue clipping all around, and then we will also stitch it. The same thing we'll do on the other side. This is the corner. So till the corner we'll get the cord piping, and then from the corner itself we just push it out, align both the edges like this of the side panel as well as the main body, and clip them all around. Once we finish clipping, we are going to stitch the same way all around. The corners also neatly align both the raw edges of the side panel as well as the main body, and then only clip them. So now once everything is clipped neatly, we are going to stitch all around. So here we are going to now stitch all around over here, and we'll be doing the same thing, exactly same thing on the other side also. Attached one side of the binding. Now to complete this binding, before completing we are just going to check and it looks neat on both the sides. So we are just going to complete this. Now for completing the binding, the top part will be folding it. This is the raw edge. First we are just going to cut all the extra. This is the cord piping that we got out from the corner. We are just going to cut that on both the sides. We are having it on all four sides. We are just going to cut it. Next we are just going to complete our binding. For that, first we are going to make a top fold on the binding strip. From the top we are going to fold it, and then we are going to make a double fold. So it will be one fold and then another fold, and we will be getting this right till our stitch mark. So we can make a stitch on that itself, so it will look neat. For this entire binding strip we will be doing the same thing, that is double folding it, and on the ends we are going to fold it inside. same thing we'll be doing. We're just going to first fold it like this down so that the top raw edge is also completely gone inside, and then we are going to make a double fold and clip it. So this is how we will be completing our binding. We'll be doing this exact same thing on the other side also, and we'll be making a stitch. So here now we will be making a stitch. We can make a hand stitch or a machine stitch. It's completely optional. So this is where we'll be stitching. Same thing we'll do on the other side also. This is how our binding will be looking. It's complete and it looks neat. I will turn the pouch to the right side. Push the entire cord piping neatly out. This is how it will be looking. It's come out nice. The same thing we'll do on the other side also, and our pouch will be completely ready. So our pouch is completely ready, and this is how it will be looking. It's not difficult, it's simple, and it looks nice also, both the sides. The contrast fabric lining looks nice. So please do try this. There are no raw edges inside, and it's completely lined, and the binding also has come out neatly. This is how it will be looking. Please do try this and let me know in the comment section how it turned out. Thanks for watching.